up, guys, and welcome, adventurers, to the American Prohibition Museum here in Savannah, Georgia. This museum is going to celebrate the history of the time in America where we tried to make drinking alcohol illegal. It did not go over really well. Join me today as we do this. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Adventuring with Chris here at the Prohibition Museum. Say no to alcohol. So they've got some wonderful wax statues here, and they're really cool. They show you sort of the history of Prohibition and time in America where they're trying to, as I said in my intro, to make drinking alcohol illegal. And as you can see, they've got lots of great self-guided tour here. They've got lots of great wax statues, showing people. Lots of really loud audio. So here's some more political cartoons. The Wrong Man Arrested, Beers, Wine, Whiskeys, and Rum. And here's the Crusade, the temperance movement, of course. And if you don't know what the temperance movement is, in social studies class, you probably learned this. It's when they told all of America to practice temperance, which is, of course, a religious thing. Temperance and everything in moderation. You can't do alcohol in moderation, so U.S. liquor tax, rob the youth of America. So in 1908, if you can't read this, Georgia became the 8th state in the Union to go dry prior to the National Prohibition Act. And there's all kinds of good political cartoons here showing the alcoholism mousetrap, a menace to women and children, shoved in the grocery store with the gin mill annex. And here's another great one showing Mr. Bottle, you are my strongest ally, showing you how unhealthy alcohol is. Here's a couple of the boys. They know all about it. Here he is, taking a little bit of... having a nice drink here, boys. Typical drunks here. Having a little bit of fun. I swear, officer, I don't have any alcohol on me. He says, give me the alcohol. Where'd you put it? I don't have any. I don't drink. I swear. He's got his baton. He's ready to go. Swear. I don't have any alcohol on me, dude. I swear. Some of the children's parades they had to vote dry. For the children, vote dry. Keep the scum out of the world. Vote dry. Here's some more memorabilia and things that people would wear, trying to get people to stay away from it. Excuse me. Some more propaganda, unconditional surrender, where you join the demand. Will you back me or back booze? World War I here. Vote yes for Prohibition, November 5th. This is Ohio's Vote Dry. Portrayed German-American brewers as the enemy. Here's what a bar would look like back in the day. And of course, here's one of the temperance movements, Carry a Nation, temperance crusader. And she came through with her axe, and she was going to destroy all bottles of liquor. And as you can see, she already did her damage here at this bar. All the liquor is broken. She smashed the place to bits. There's Woodrow Wilson. We mourn our loss. I'm gonna destroy all alcohol. How dare you? So she was the national celebrity, fueled by rampant American media hungry for sensational stories. She served alongside the entrepreneurs, packed her characteristic personality for their own personality gain. It's a cast iron axe that she used. To smash up the bars. And here she is again. Carry Nation. Smashing everything up. Don't you be drinking alcohol in these parts. Look at the poor bartender. What's her? It's Carry Nation. Look at him. How's it going there, fellas? Just give me a little bit of Grandpa's cough medicine. That's what I need. Just a little bit of Grandpa's cough medicine. This guy's face is great. These wax guys are great. Right over here is the wall. He's like, hey, what are you guys up to? We're just having a little bit of cough medicine, that's all. So we're going to keep moving here through the museum, and wet or dry. There's Uncle Sam with me, trying to figure out what we should be doing. It's just a weird time in history. Alcohol is definitely not healthy, but temperance movement tried to change that. Some historical buttons. Maine passed a statewide prohibition on selling alcohol in 1851. Wets versus dries. Prohibition divided. 1900s temperance buttons, badges, sticks. Distributed thousands across the country. So being scared to carry, I guess, is what brought speakeasies. All the curse of drink. Alright, we're moving through here. Here we go. Here's a bar that's been closed for breaking the laws here, and they closed for the violation of the Prohibition Act. I got them. This saloon is now closed. Oh, I do like the door knocker, though. It's really epic, actually. Sandy Thompson Scotch whiskey. It was not illegal to drink alcohol during Prohibition, so there it is. You could drink it, you just couldn't buy it. That's an interesting law. See, speakeasies. It wasn't illegal to drink it. All right, this is a great display here. Here's the temperance movement, ladies. And as you can see, they are the making, selling, and transport of liquor in and around the United States is now prohibited. 18th Amendment passed. So these ladies are really happy about that. '18th Amendment. I could hear them saying, yeah, no more alcohol. Say no to booze. Say no to booze. We did it, ladies. We did it. Ooh. She's really happy. Wow, it's kind of creepy, actually. Rest in peace, John Barleycorn. Of course, barley is used to make liquor. Many probably were not very happy about this. Started getting income taxes and things. Funeral of John Barleycorn tonight at 7:30. Neighbors were used wheelbarrows and wagons to sled down carts home. Given away by wholesalers. They're giving away liquor. You could drink it. So what happened, folks, in American history when they made it illegal? You got it. The next room is going to tell the story of moonshiners here in the South, especially here in Savannah, Georgia. Moonshining became the history of NASCAR and everything else. Look at this guy. He's lost everything. I can't sell my liquor anymore. Oh, it's okay, Bill. It'll be all right. We'll make up for it. That'll be all right. No need to worry. We'll get through this. But I'm broke. I sold liquor. That's what I made my money on. It's okay, Bill. We'll get through this. What am I going to do? Why don't you have a drink? Settle the mind. Sorry, I'm having too much fun here. Farmers, brewers, distillers, coopers, distributors, truck drivers are all laid off by Prohibition. Poor guys, look at them. Here's Henry Ford. Booze comes back to the United States, I am thorough. Manufacturing, I would be interested in putting automobiles in the hands of a generation of soggies would drink. I call them soggies. All these places got closed. Look at them dumping the liquor into the... dumping it all in down the drain. I drink a little bit here and there, but not too much. I've kind of stopped as I've gotten older. 40% of all taxes were paid by breweries and distilleries. Here we go. Copper pipes, you know what that means. Time for some moonshining. So Anheuser-Busch was the most popular non-alcoholic beverage during Prohibition. So Yunlin, they started making non-alcoholic beverages. Non-alcoholic beer to me just sounds pointless. This is like decaf coffee. We're gonna keep walking down here through the museum. All right. Workers pictured here. Here they are. Looking to try and make some non-alcoholic booze and see how people like that. Not too much. Not too much. Here's some more. What do you call these? Prohibition parades here. To Congress, you care for our crippled soldiers, our morals will care for themselves. 4 million Americans, soldiers, fought for liberty and was rewarded with prohibition. How come? So these are pro liquor guys. It is ruining our merchant marine. 600 American vessels are tied to the docks. Foreign vessels carry our tourist trade, all getting American docks. So people started buying liquor overseas and giving their money to other places. Let's keep moving. All right, so corn sugar produced soared from 152 million pounds to 960 pounds. It's time for some moonshining. This is good old legendary moonshine makers, late Popcorn Sutton, brought national attention to the art of distillery. He does it like a Popcorn Sutton. Look at this guy. All right, time for some moonshining. Okay, folks, we are walking into a live moonshine distillery right here in the North Georgia mountains. Here we are. Old Popcorn Billy Bob back there getting ready to tell us a little something about what he's doing. He's sucking back on Grandpa's cough medicine. That's what they called it back then. Oh, wait. Oh, he's looking around. Oh, you see that? He turned the light up. That's pretty great, actually.
Hey, what are y'all doing back here?
Here to buy some liquor.
Well, let me tell you what I'm doing back here.
All right.
Making moonshine.
You making
right.
it? All right.
Carrying on a family tradition here. It all started long time ago. My great-grandfather was back here, this very spot, with a copper steel just like this one. Well, times was hard back then. They had to do it. They had to make moonshine to make ends meet. This is the way of life. This is just a family heritage and a tradition. Then, Prohibition started. Prohibition says you can't make alcohol no way, legal or illegal. All the city saloons closed, all the business. You cannot buy, drink, sell alcohol nowhere. Well, guess what? That was great for the moonshiners. Our business is booming here. It took off like crazy. I've been working this steel day and night. You see that barrel of mash right there? It's about ready to run. I'm going to put it in that steel right there, get that fire just right. Just thump it, go to thump. That creek water comes down right there, hits that copper coil. It'll come out of that 120 proof. Well, that's looking good right there, but I'll tell you what, if you get caught with that 120 proof.
No, they're going to go down. Oh, okay.
120 proof.
Making that moonshine with that steel right there, you go to jail. I better cut this light.
You cut that light off. We don't need a lull down in here. 120 proof. All right, so here we are. She's telling me to come here. Oh. She's talking about a speakeasy. Grossly unsafe result. And a blind pig right here. She's bringing me in. Here we go. So again, it's not illegal to drink it. It's illegal to buy and sell it. Blind pig. Started popping up. Attractions. They're basically speakeasies. All right, what you got here in this baby carriage? Aw, so cute. Oh, but it's a bottle of liquor. It's yep, 1925, people started getting desperate. This wicker carriage features a hidden compartment where booze was smuggled and carried basement stills. Man, that's playing dirty, man. You get that liquor in the baby carriage. And if you look, you see the little hidden compartment right here. There it is. Put your liquor in there. Police won't check it. Drugs and Walgreens. Talking about, here we go. See, I'm Catholic. How you Catholics gonna drink their wine? Prescriptions filled here for your medicinal. Medicinal whiskey. I love it. I got a headache, Doc. Give me some medicinal whiskey. Why don't you? This is very similar to what happened with marijuana, right? Medicinal marijuana. Now we have medicinal whiskey. That's great. Oh, so you could drink. Here's the 10 ways. You could stock up on your liquor before it was illegal. Doctors could write prescriptions. Walgreens made a fortune filling whiskey prescriptions. We got synagogues could buy sacramental wine, so there you go, to serve ordained rabbis. Hospitals stocked up on alcohol, could use it as a distillery for boxcar rather than the bottle. One could legally make beer at home for personal use, so Pabst and Anheuser started malting it. Alcohol-free beer like Anheuser-Busch. Naturally, bootleggers spiked it to make it more stronger. Loophole they had was a production of fermented fruit juice. They make some fermented fruit juice all over the country for ethnic vinegar making. Ethical. Grocery stores could package dehydrated grapes that contained mock warning labels. Told not to put ingredients like don't spike it, but they did it anyways. And then, of course, bathtub gin contained during Prohibition because of the large water jugs. Bootleggers could fit only under bathtub faucets. And there they are. The medicinal stuff is great. You put it on the move here, hide it in these containers. Yep, there we go. Alright, so right here we got Machine Gun Jack McGurn. Next to him we got Al Capone. Smoking a cigar. And then we got Bugs Morin. Isn't that right, Bugsy? Really well done. Alright. So, as you can see, crime. Gangsters were expert money launderers because they preferred to keep the huge amounts of money. So they started organizing crime and took over business high cash turnovers. Original gangster den in 1929. It's great. Here they are. Cat and mouse. Doubts ran through. You start talking like they. I contemplated the feasibility of enforcing a law which the majority of honest citizens didn't seem to want. And they are with their Tommy guns. You'll never catch me, copper. We got Al Capone here. We got federal government initiated 90,000 liquor law prosecutions the first 3.5 years of prosecution. The gangster godfather Al Capone here. I didn't let him stop anything there. Kill number 42 in rum feuds. Prohibition never exceeded 3,000 in number, one of every 69,000 people in the United States. So gangsters and mobsters said they weren't going to play that game. The rise of organized crime and speakeasies and distilleries. When I'm elected, I will not only reopen these places, but will reopen 10,000 new ones. And Cooper will invade for your mask, for your mattress, for a hip flask. And that was Big Bill Thompson, mayor of Chicago, that said that. Here's some of the guns that they, prison break guns. Crude Tommy gun, Derringer pistol, sawed-off shotgun were reported used in gangster prison breaks. They make these in wood shop. It's pretty cool, actually. Brass knuckles were a favorite weapon of gangsters in the 20s. Cast iron there. Tommy gun, symbol of Prohibition era. Tommy gun is perhaps the most iconic. Just before Prohibition, the Thompson submachine gun was a favorite of gangsters. Here she is. Watch her credit international. We've got Mrs. Thelma Holland. Police evidence photograph documents the arrest of Thelma Holland for operating a liquor still in Los Angeles. She was a pregnant mother and given Prohibition due to her condition. Alright, so here's a lady making some homemade booze here on her still. And she's got it all set up here on her stovetop. You see the copper pipes and everything else. I mean, they had to do what they had to do, you know. You want your shot of whiskey? Anheuser-Busch was making this stuff all set. All you need to do is spike it. It was non-alcoholic. So here she is. Don't mind me. I'm just, I'm making me a little bit of moonshine. This next room is great. So of course, the mobsters had to get in on things, and well, the mob came in on things, and as you can see here, these wax statues, gangster extravagance, American manufacturers. Here we go. Peerless Motor Company, known for its luxury automobiles. Well, during the Roaring '20s, the companies produced its famous trilogy, the Packard and the Pierce Arrow. These vehicles were sought after because you'd show your wealth, but when Prohibition ended, Peerless remodeled its factory, produced beer under the Carling Black Label and Red Cap beer brands. They eventually became American Brewing Company. This is great. Oh, these guys got caught though. These are some gangsters, and as you can see here, you got some bullet holes in the side of the car, and oh boy, this isn't good. This guy did not fare so well. You'll never catch me, coppers. Well, they caught him. And as you can see in the back seat, these gangsters, even the newlywed couple here, did not fare so well. So you got a couple of bullets in her neck, and so does her boyfriend. But they did save their bottle of whiskey. These guys have seen better days. It's really well done, though. It's really well done. Never catch me, boys. Never catch me, coppers. Alright, so next up I'm going to show you guys the criminal lineup for some of the gangsters here. These are the guys, Tommy gun. Pass the Tommy gun, boys. Let's see if you can actually take a picture with it. You can, alright. Alright, boys, as you can see, we're here to get some moonshine, and the law is not going to stop us from telling us what to do. Isn't that right, Muggsy? And we're here to get some liquor. Ain't nobody tell us otherwise. Well, of course, here in the South, it wouldn't be alright if we didn't talk about the Ku Klux Klan. Well, the Klan, father and mother of the Ku Klux Klan, actually is the Anti-Saloon League, Clarence Darrow. And then we got the KKK Ferris wheel. This actually was a published image of the front page. Peak 1920s KKK claimed out 50% of the nation's urban population. Oh my goodness, look at this. The women's Ku Klux Klan. The ladies, the O'Carey chapter. Womanhood in public schools. They had a strong presence in Akron. So here in Savannah, we had bootlegs, Spigot of the South. They've actually still got Skidway Island. A lot of hot spots for moonshiners. Some of the stills are still there. There they are. There they are here in Savannah, busting things up for speakeasies. Here's some of the outfits, gangster style. Said tailors would ask customers what size pockets they wanted, pint size or quart size, to hide their liquor. Smart move.
Nice shoes.
Check out the shoes. And some bullets and a flask, you see? Yeah.
We got a raccoon.
Raccoon fur. Yep. Never catch me, copper. Taking a little bit of a... As you can see, they're doing like a... what do you call it? A target practice here on the copper. Okay, we're right over here. We got 1932. 1,100,000 women joined the Women's Organization for National Prohibition Reform. Pretty good stuff here. We got Felix and Betty Boop. Alright, so as this mirror can only be cleaned with water, please refrain from touching it. Dance the Charleston. Mm-hmm. And there she is, dancing the Charleston. And they want you to dance the Charleston right here. I'm not even going to attempt this. I have 2 left feet, so I'm not going to attempt that. And here she is. She's dancing the Charleston, see? Come on down. We got a speakeasy here and dance the Charleston.
They even did her nails correctly.
And they even got her nails. Don't mind me. I'm just dancing the Charleston. Right over here we got... Oh, look at that. It's Oswald. Don't mind me. I'm just having a little drinky pool. Flapper girls love their alcohol. And here we are. Some of their outfits, some of their makeup and hats. Fit some of their liquor in their pallet in their purses here. What about you, Janie? We're gonna go have some liquor later? Sure. Here's one actually real flapper girl bathing suit, circa 1925. All right, the next spot we're going to be going here is a speakeasy. There were 32,000 speakeasies in New York. And as you can see, they like to draw little cool drawings on the front of them. All soap abandon ye enter here. The girls won't simply go out with the boys who haven't got flasked off. It's a place chief. Topeka, Kansas. All right, so here's the speakeasy. Do we press that?
What do you want?
Here for Muggsy did. Gus. Gus sent me.
Yeah. All right. Come on.
Okay, cool. Here we go. And as you can see, it takes you into an actual bar, and I absolutely love this. This is so cool. But you had to buy an extra ticket if you wanted a drink from the bar, but it's a 1920s style bar. As you can see, all kinds of great flasks they have up here. Like any good museum, it exits through the gift shop, and here's their t-shirt, the American Prohibition Museum. And they've got one with a mugshot of Al Capone. I feel like if they don't have a shot glass, it kind of defeats the purpose. It smells really good in here, though. Hey. And here he is. You never catch me, Kappa. Yeah, I like the German Stein up here, Nutcracker.
They have Braswell's, but only peach.
Peach Braswells. Here we go. All the different size flasks and shot glasses you could ask for. Pretty big gift shop, too. Here's Betty Boop. Got stickers and magnets to the American Prohibition Museum. There's a sticker here. Move around here to the other side of the gift shop. So this kind of goes into the Pirate Treasure Museum gift shop where we're going to be going next. And as you can see tonight, they don't have any entertainment for us, but here's where they would have the entertainment here at the Speakeasy. And Kappa's coming in here, see? And the restrooms. Takes us out this way. This is the exit, but I'm going to walk around the Speakeasy a little bit more.
Oh, okay, yes. Have the 2 Mary pictures as well.
I was trying to get these earlier. These are really neat little steins. Gin, vodka, scotch. So neat. Happy days or beer again.
I took them in. No, but I did. So it's
This is really cool the way they've done this. Some more pins and things. But yeah, this is where if you want to come in and actually have a drink, you can buy an extra ticket for your museum. All right, and here we've got a liquor hauling hot rod. I know the start of the NASCAR did this, in 1936. Here's this guy. Automobiles changed when Ford introduced the V8. Basically, the new design created more torque and horsepower, and it became a blazing speed machine. It could go over 100 miles an hour to outlaw the coppers. This guy had a really bad wreck and even lost a finger. Ugh. He said, "You'll never catch me, copper." And you look in his back seat. Right here in his back seat, we've got, oh yeah, tons and tons of Grandpa's cough medicine. You'll never catch me, coppers. Which, of course, as I was talking about earlier, led to NASCAR. So when you start having people needing to move their cars fast, and Louis Red Vogt, the National Association for Stock Car Racing, was the first master mechanic. So they started having to make their cars go faster, so that's what brought us NASCAR. Southern boy, I call it the racing bug. His first stop was the junkyard, where he hunted down an orphan mid-30s Ford body and offered the junk man to say $50. He'd tear the seats out, maybe wheel the doors shut. He'd return the junkyard for a rusty V8. And here it is right here. So they basically would take these and completely and utterly mod them out with the V8 and hollow out the back seat and the rumble seat in the back for hauling liquor. Moonshiners put more time and energy and thought into their cars than any racers ever will on the track. A load of whiskey and you go to jail. That's Junior Johnson, NASCAR legend, that said that. Here's some of the engines that they modded, though. This is a 1930s Ford flathead V8, dual carb, intake and 2-barrel Stromberg number 97 carburetor with air scoops. This sucker could fly for a heavy car. Smart idea. I mean, I like the glasses they serve you here. They're very 1930s. Fans happily lost themselves in the orgy of dust, liquor, and noise. Old NASCAR. It's pretty cool. The moonshine runners of the history of NASCAR. All right, we're going to keep moving here. This is a little room to go in and watch a movie on Prohibition. If you want to sit.
It was taken up by reformers and prominent former supporters of the law. Prohibition remade our national party.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that trip to the American Prohibition Museum here in Savannah, Georgia. I definitely recommend this. You can get an extra ticket if you want that just gives you the basic museum and the speakeasy bar at the end, and I think it includes a couple of drinks if that's your thing. Make sure to make this trip if you're interested in the odd history of the 18th Amendment of making liquor illegal. I think it's interesting. Anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next Adventuring with Chris. Say no to booze. Be temperate. See you guys later.